Today I'm reviewing an old favorite of mine that I used to take advantage of when I used to go to the gym, and that is an assisted pull-up and dip station. And this is the one put out by GMWD. So getting into some basic features here, if it isn't too obvious how this thing works, it works through this lever mechanism here. This arm isn't too long. If you're worried about space, I thought it'd be actually longer than this, but it seems relatively kind of compact. This pad is also not huge. It's not totally small. I say it's somewhat adequate. Padding seems okay. This arm comes down to kind of lock it into place so that now it won't budge if you want to load the weight on. Just take your counterweight, load it on each side. You can see there's a little bit of give. When you do load this on, then once your weight is loaded, you can get on the pad, rack that thing, and now you're ready to go for your exercises. You're done, just rack it again. That's just kind of can fold forward and back. I do like the coating and kind of the diameter of this. It's a smaller type of diameter in a pull-up bar, but I actually prefer that versus a thicker one. This way you always have the option to go thicker if you want to put things like fat grips or some other attachment up here to make it thicker. So I do like kind of how this feels. There's some knurling, decent knurling on the side. Nothing right here though, but if you're done with this, you can rack it, or if you don't want to use that, you can do more of this neutral grip to do your pull-ups. And then getting into where it counts, how this thing feels and performs, I think it works very fluidly, it feels great. If you put me on this versus something else in the gym, I don't think I'd really notice much of a difference, even when it comes to like the connection points on the tricep dips and also the pull-up bars. They all feel excellent. When it gets into kind of why you even wanted to pick this up, at the start I kind of said if I'm even going to consider picking something like this up or doing a review, I wanted to have space for it, which if I do run out of space, I'll probably gift this to somebody. This is definitely kind of a luxury item, I would say that for sure. But like I said, some people do really love these things, and I was one of those people. When I used to go to the gym, one of the things I would supplement or switch up instead of doing, say, a lat pull down or a vertical pull would be this assisted pull-up machine. I always feel like there's something to that in the way the stimulus it gives off, the way you can kind of dissipate that weight that really worked my lats in an efficient way. So unlike maybe some people who might want to pick this up to kind of work on pull-ups or dips, that's not really the intended purpose. I would pick this up or really use it. I would just literally using it for like a back and also tricep, slash chest station. Because I think when it comes to dips, dips are another great exercise. Obviously, one of the issues with dips is that you can only do so many of them. Certainly, you can work on them. But I really love getting in and dialing in that tension. So if I want to go over a slower cadence, work to a higher rep range, I always find dips in general are great and they really work. Obviously, the triceps, but even the chest, great exercise. That if I'm going to do dips, I always want to do it really on this assisted type of machine.